We'll begin in child's pose, meeting our big toes to touch, stretching our torso as long as we can on our mat before nestling in between our thighs. Keeping your forehead on the mat, you can begin to sway left and right to give yourself a massage. Begin to call awareness to your breath and take a deep inhale. Exhale, open mouth, sigh it out. Another inhale. Exhale, open mouth, sigh it out. Once more, inhale. Exhale, open mouth, sigh it out. All right. We'll then take our right hand and place it on the right side of our yoga mat, and then bring our left arm on top for a side body stretch. Just allow yourself to sink in. Three more breaths. Meet back in center. Now taking the left palm over onto the left side of the mat, and then placing the right palm on top as well. And hold. 3 more breaths. Meet back into center and rise for a tabletop. Stacking shoulders over wrist and hips over knees, feet lying flat. Neck is in neutral. And then we'll begin a few rounds of cat-cow. Exhale for cat. Meet your gaze to your thighs. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. You can begin to set these free, whether you'd like to roll your shoulders or figure eights or stretch out your wrist. Give yourself what you need. Barrel rolls. We'll then begin to meet on our stomachs for a few rounds of cobra. We'll start with baby cobra, keeping our feet, ankles, and thighs zip tied together and our hands just below our chest, and then slightly raise. And exhale, lower. Great. Another round, we can lift our hands up from the mat, but you can still do baby cobra as well. And raise up. And lower. Next up, we have fierce cobra. And we can begin to extend our arms outside of our mat here. And then hold up here. You can also drop alternate shoulders for our upper body stretch. Meet back center, placing our palms back onto the mat. Begin to lift ourselves up into plank, into downward facing dog. Stack hip over hip. Do some circles. And go the opposite way. Release. And then stack on the opposite side. You can also do circles too. And go the opposite way. Back into downward facing dog. Okay. Then we're going to step the right foot in front of the left, directly in front for pyramid. And we'll just let ourselves hang here, keeping both the head and neck relaxed, balancing on the outsides of both of our feet. Just let yourself get heavy here. You can also open up your shoulders just a little bit more if you bring your hands in front of you on the mat. And just further let your head dangle. Two more breaths. We're stretching out our right hamstring. Then we'll begin to alternate, placing our right foot behind our left for pyramid as well. Letting ourselves hang. Also bring your palms back to you to just hold yourself up and then also hang. Two more breaths. We'll then begin to walk facing the long side of our mat into wide-legged forward fold. And further just letting ourselves be fluid. Sway side to side. Open up those hips. Placing your left arm on the ground. You can raise the right arm to the sky. Stretching out our shoulders and our lower back. If you'd like to deepen, you can grab over onto the right, outside of your right foot, and keep looking up. Have 2 more breaths. And release. Gather ourselves in the center here and placing our right arm onto the mat, we can begin to lift up the left. You can also grab on the outside of your left foot to further twist. Release back into center, and then heel toe your feet hip width distance apart into Malasana squat. And press your elbows, press your arms into your thighs. Stay grounded in your feet. Then slowly but surely, release yourself to the ground, utilizing your hands. And straddle. And we'll raise our hands and meet on the right side, grabbing our right foot. Meeting our head to our knee. Two more breaths. Then we're going to crawl over, so not do a full straddle, but just crawl over into our left side and hold. Begin to lift up, and then, still keeping our left leg in front, we'll then transition into pigeon pose, keeping our back left leg flat, making the number 4 with our right leg here, and trying to keep it as parallel to the top of the mat as possible. And then we will fall forward and create a little headrest here. Begin to lift up, placing the right leg behind you. Lift up the left leg, bring it through, creating that number 4, almost parallel to the top of your mat. That right leg lays flat, lifted, tall and lifted. Lie forward. we can roll out of our pigeon on the left side, bringing both legs in front of us now. And then we'll do a mini back bend. What we'll do is, having our hands facing the back of the mat, our fingers, we'll then just lift ourselves up, and you can keep your hands about maybe like a foot away from your body, and then we'll just lift up. Just let our head release, and then lower. Bring our hands to the sides of our thighs. We'll just roll our shoulders. And then we can roll our shoulders forwards. Grab with your right hand the side of your head on the left side. Release. Raise the left hand now. Grab the opposite side. Release. Then flex your feet. And then lift and fall over to try to grab your toes. You don't have to lower all the way, but just here. Get out any stiffness in your upper back, upper and mid back. And I also like to press hard on one foot, so I'm pressing really hard on my right foot, and it's bringing like my shoulder forward, and then I'm bringing back my right foot and then pressing my left foot forward. So I'm getting that shoulder and my upper back muscles. So you can alternate very slowly here. And then when we begin to fall, letting ourselves sink in. And what we'll do is we'll actually meet our feet close together for Supta Baddha Konasana, and meet our hands on top of our thigh for receiving energy. You can also place them on top of your thighs to feel more grounded. But let your breathing become deeper. With each exhale, allow yourself to sink in for Shavasana. Begin to bring back movement to your body and shut your eyes closed. And give yourself a big hug and rock side to side. Then rock yourself over to your favorite side. Give yourself a little gratitude here for you making a time for yourself today. And raise back up. And to seat it, circle sweep your arms. Meet them at heart center. The highest good in me honors, sees, and believes in the highest good in you. I hope this flow helped you decompress from having a long day. I'm so glad you chose yourself. Thank you so much for following me along for the Spring Reset Challenge. I'll see you in my next video. Namaste.